Oh shit.
All right, I'll leave now.
Okay. Where is it?
Also, I'm gonna probably do a completely different voice for Craig.
To Craig.
Yeah, the Kermity type voice is nah, it's just not gonna work.
That's fair. That's fair.
You should do an anime girl.
So,
Oh hey
like
Nathan, how are you?
I'm trying to figure out what would the anime girl type thing be. Oh wait, is Nathan in the chat?
Ooh.
It will.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Oh hey.
I thought they raided tonight though, so I bet he'll be heading out soon.
Uh best of luck with the raid.
Yeah. We're
You'll
we're about to
destroy
start Starfinder, our semi-horror thriller sci-fi adventure, which I totally am not just in super inspired by Alien and The Walking Dead at the moment. So, you know, actually, not really The Walking Dead because I have not watched that show in forever. Oh, new raid releases next week, so you'll be going pretty hard then. Got it. Got it. Man, I guess we should have just not done this, and we should have just kept Gavin's original game, because then we'd have this 1 week to actually play it with my little YouTuber Harpy girl.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, already miss her. She was great. Can't wait to play more.
I have
Snow
no idea what you're
Whiskers, though.
talking about.
You weren't there. Had to be there.
Yeah, you
Had to
had
be
to
there.
be there. I was a pile of ooze, and my mom was working for the government.
I was an internet micro celebrity on YouTube, who did essentially what's his name did before he was found out to be a kid diddler, like most YouTubers apparently. Not me though.
Like that's like 6 options. You have to narrow it down.
What's his name? It's gonna sound very very bad. I shouldn't even say it. Probably I don't make money on this. Fuck it. He's also gay, which also doesn't narrow it down.
Shane Dawson?
Yeah, Shane Dawson. What he used to do, like with the
Oh
ghost
yeah,
stories.
yeah.
Yeah.
Before, like he talked about how he
But-
like jerked off on his cat or something.
Dude, oh my god, I remember hearing that. I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah, and that was like
crazy.
people still like watched him after that. It was like,
No, I was done watching him by then. But when me and Megan were living together in Fox Alley, she was really into Shane Dawson, so we watched it a lot. And I'm like,
He had
I
a-
kind of like this kind of content, but I just don't know how to even go about finding someone similar, which isn't weird as hell. And it's for the cat thing, not for being gay. Like, that's not why he's weird. Like, it's the cat thing, okay?
yeah.
When did
God.
you live in Fox Alley?
Well, my senior year of college, so like 6 years ago at this point.
Okay, because I ended up living there too, and so you
It's
said
pretty
when I
alright.
lived at Fox Alley with Megan, and I'm like, what the?
Well, I guess not my Megan. The Megan I used to date.
Gets confusing, man.
Mhm.
Gets confusing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, we will have to start without Gavin because I am unsure how long it will take him to get here. So it'd be better to start now, and then instead of waiting possibly 45 minutes, and then like not only getting like 30 minutes of playtime or something. Welcome everyone to Sector 85, our Starfinder game every other Thursday night. I am Gannon, Dusty Oven, as people know me as some. I shouldn't say that. I'm not popular. We got my good buddy and wedding officiant Luke. Last name is Luke as well, so Luke.
That's right.
He is playing. I already forgot names. But yeah,
Krager, otherwise known as Craig.
Yeah. Krager is our frontliner, or their frontliner, Big Boy Vesk. Our Big Boy Vesk soldier, here to hit heavy and take the blows. Then we have, down below, one of the Raglins, who I play games with quite a bit, Garrett. he is playing our essentially like our support character because he is the mystic. I forget everything else though, besides being a bounty hunter.
Honestly, that's all I remember at this point.
Your name, your race, or species?
I don't remember the name of the species. It's the one with 4 arms and the elongated heads.
Oh, the Kasatha.
Kasatha, and his full name is Zomsan Ailson Sai Cormi of Clan Red, other known as Zack.
Zach. We got Zach Brannigan, and he is a Kasatha bounty hunter.
Vesk, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I'm a giant lizard.
Big old lizard boy. Which turns out that literally does make, out of named characters in this game so far, 50% of them are Vex, apparently. I kind of have a type. I'm just saying. Lizard folk.
I think that is good.
Yeah. Our main antagonist that they've chosen essentially is also a Vex, and the guy who is essentially your intro into the world was a Vex. So yeah, the security chief was too. So there we go. Okay, so last time we were here, you all were taken into Sector 85 by like hover tram, lit darkly, while the Vesk security officer Colonel Stryker introduced you all to the area, as well as let the automated kind of like AI. Wow, what was its name again? Dang, I really need to find
Icarus.
Icarus implanted their pick devices, which are little computers, like kind of under their ear, which is going to act as kind of their monitoring system for the colony, as well as their way to interface with approved terminal sites for all contestants. Then, lastly, we have Gavin's character who's not here. He's something. I don't remember what he is, actually. Is he an expert? Oh, he was a cop. He's an android cop coming in to kill bad guys. RoboCop. And after you guys all got dropped off, you decided to work together, going out into the jungle in the dead of night. And as you were getting off, Colonel Stryker gave you all one last kind of like jab before he sees you all again, which he doesn't think he will see anybody again. That all ranged weaponry had been outfitted with a restraining bolt that deactivates them or jams them, essentially, if they're an analog weapon, for the next hour to give everybody a running start. That did not stop some other contestants from bullying and starting the bloodbath instantly out of several thousand people dropped into the sector. But you all took off, and in the dead of night you were surrounded by these little creatures, and as you were fending them off, a larger monstrosity attacked, leading to a chase where you narrowly escaped due to the slick forest floor and a sharp incline of a hill. After making camp for the night, you encounter another contestant, which you took in as you saved him from being attacked by the pack of like cat snakes, Neil, who warned you all of Blackscale's gang. Now, then you guys went to sleep. Some other weird stuff happened that I won't describe again, because, yeah. And then you woke up to the ideas or the announcement of the first survival challenge moving forward. A way for you guys to earn points to exchange at the terminals for free supplies, free ammunition reloads, and things of that nature without having to try to scavenge and hunt. Be good, reliable source if you're able to keep your points high, especially if you aren't good at, the whole wilderness survival game. So, that is where we pick up. as you all are determining what you should do about the challenge, you ask Icarus to kind of show you a rudimentary map. You only can see nearby points of interest and kind of like a radar when he pulls this up, because you do not have your pick outfitted with the full detailed map of the sector. That will cost you. Neil and Icarus had already told. And they said, oh, and you see that the first or the nearest challenge location, kind of like a place where they've released some creatures for you to hunt and destroy, for kind of like a bounty, is about 10 miles to the southwest of you, back deep into the jungle. Okay. Do you go there, or do you go to some other place in hopes of trying to find... Ooh, got right. Try to find other supplies, take out members to increase your chances, or maybe a base to set up. Or at least to get out of the territory of the Neshalola, which I think that's how it's pronounced, that you encountered the night before.
Well, what do you think? I mean, Craig's pretty much down for anything. He's not really thinking.
I think we should probably be a little on the more careful side. But in my mind, I don't think we should go towards these challenges. Everyone knows where the challenges are, and it's going to be an ambush. 9 times out of 10. Especially with people grouping up and like Black Scale. We don't want to walk into an ambush and then get ourselves killed right off the bat.
Right, but didn't we want to kill Black Scale, yeah?
Well, yeah, we want to kill him, but
What?
if we're dead, we can't kill him.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Will be hard to kill him if we're dead.
Yeah, so, maybe, just maybe, we go the other way.
Do we have a map of this area? We don't, right?
I put one in chat for you guys.
Oh.
Donka?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I remember this now.
Mm-hmm.
We're like near the bottom area somewhere, right?
Yes, you are kind of, if you look into that, kind of horizontal to that crater in the south, but if you go to the river to the right side of it, you're a bit further into the jungle, kind of in between the river and the mountains.
Gotcha.
That kind of gives you the general area where you are.
All right. And so that means like the direction of the event or monsters would be closer towards the river again then.
Yes.
All right.
Yep, it would be closer to the river, a little bit south.
Gotcha. Well, if we don't want to go towards there, we could always go north. And I point west.
You're pointing west?
Yeah, but I said north.
Yeah, come on. He was pretty clear about that.
Out of just like wanting to, because my character was just about to say that he wanted to go, east. I'm gonna say, nah. Let's head south. I'm gonna point to the east instead to keep you off your game.
Ah, right. Yeah, all right. That makes sense.
So that way we're heading towards the mountains.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lead you and just be like, no, I'm just gonna trick this guy.
Oh, Neil, you're coming with us, right?
Yeah, if that's okay, I'd rather stick with you guys than go out there on my own. And at that moment, birds scatter as like deep into the jungle you hear like a massive reptilian roar echo throughout the trees.
Yeah, we
Well-
need your brain for all the computer bits. And I'm like saying that while just like rubbing the sides of his head. All right. Well, and I just start walking the direction you had pointed previously.
All right, Neil, come on and try not to get us all killed.
Uh, I'll do my best, I guess.
If you get us all killed, I'll have to kill you for it.
He looks at you quizzically as he falls in step. So it's probably what? Krager, and then Zach, and then Neil in the back. And then we'll say Gavin's character like the very back after that.
I was gonna
Beavis.
stand behind Neil just
Gotcha,
to make
okay.
sure.
Gotcha. So Neil will be second in the row. Okay. So, can I have someone give, or let's have, well, the line leader. So, want to give me a survival check as you prowl through the forest in the early morning. It's still rather dark as the canopy blocks the most of the lights. What you can see is only illuminated by scattered rays. The scent of the forest is strong and pungent, and there's a slight breeze that creates a whistle of leaves. What'd you get?
I have a +4, which makes that a 16.
Okay, so as you go, you keep your bearings, heading in the direction that you all decided originally. Eventually, you come across like a small pool, and laying face down in the mud is a small Lashunta woman with massive puncture wounds into her back, and her clothing around like her calves and upper torso have been ripped to shreds. As you get closer and the canopy shifts and a ray of light moves over it, you realize that the pool is in the shape of a large three-toed print, and the water is a dark red. However, flies buzz around as if this has been laying here for a few hours. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, it looks like that lady's very good and dead.
Yep, I'd have to agree on this one for once.
Well, let's go take her stuff. And I start walking towards her body to start looting.
As you walk, you try to scavenge what you can from the body. However,
It's probably
her rudimentary laser pistol and the battery she was carrying have been squished under the weight of whatever killed her. And as you're about to give up on the search, Neil comes forward. He's like, wait. You should see what she still has left on her." And he taps the pick device under his right ear. Go ahead.
I kind of will touch the thing that he had motioned towards.
And so you go and touch her pick device behind her ears. You kind of have to scrape away some mud and crusted blood from it. But when it does, Icarus pops up and is like, "Hello, Krager. Do you wish to claim the spoils of this fallen contestant?"
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
All right. And the voice disappears into the pick once more, and there's a little hologram that appears before you that shows your current credit roll, and you can see it start to spin and raise, and you gain 23 credits.
Yo, this is pretty cool. I just got money from touching a button.
Did were you not listening? Does your security guy not tell you guys I mean, all of our points are digital, right? So yeah, you should be able to access them through your device, and so I guess that's one of the way I think they're trying to drive us together so we can earn points to help us out, and you know.
Neil, you beautiful boy. I can't believe I was gonna eat you.
What?
And no, don't worry about it.
Backs
can't
off
believe
with
I
his
was
little,
gonna
like,
let him.
hunting rifle, like kind of grips it a little hard, and he looks nervous. But this isn't still around here, right? Pointing the barrel of it at the giant footprint.
Well, it looks like it's a couple hours old, so maybe. Either way, we shouldn't stay here.
Yeah, that was my thoughts exactly, I suppose. Okay. So, as you all keep on moving, several hours pass and it gets into the afternoon. The forest around you has not changed all too much. The sounds of the birds and other animals seeming varying distances as you go. You have not come across anything that has given you any threat. However, there always seems to be something kind of like watching you and all that. Can I have so you guys another Garrett, go ahead and give me, or Zach, give me a survival check as well.
Survival is a ooh, and it's the total column, right?
Yeah, that's your bonus.
That is a 25 total.
Okay. As you're going and looking around, you hear the snap of a branch coming from behind you. You let it go for a bit and just kind of walk more cautiously. You see something kind of dart underneath some foliage, and you start to get the feeling that you are being tailed. However, this seems different than the animals that attacked you the night before. There is the sounds that you're hearing are to someone who is untrained in the idea of, listening and paying attention to their surroundings, just be more sounds of the forest. To you, it sounds clumsy, like a small group of creatures floundering their way through the underbrush, looking almost for like an easy mark.
As this happens, I'm going to like kind of keep Neil moving and keep him close behind us, and kind of motion to Lieutenant to kind of come up on me. Stay close.
Okay. As you guys all kind of like get a little bit closer as you're going, you come across this massive tree. The diameter of its trunk probably about 50 feet across. Surrounding it is a thick underbrush that honestly kind of makes it hard to move. You keep on moving around it, trying to circle around the massive tree. When Neil says, wait, we should probably check our radars real quick as well, right? Like, we've been walking for a while. We want to make sure, should we make sure we're going the same way and all that?
What the hell you talk about radar?
What we looked at this morning. It told you where the nearest event site was.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a good idea. And I like, ow, am I doing it right? Just keep smacking my ear.
He's like, Icarus. Proximity radar. And a little hologram like appears up in his right hand as he holds it out. And it gives you a very non-detailed view of your surroundings. Essentially, it tells you that you're in the jungle, but nothing about elevation or anything like that. It says that you are near a kiosk, actually right on top of it. But also, it seems like the nearest challenge site, the one from this morning, is not the same as it is now. You have a new nearest challenge site. There is one several miles just ahead of you, past this kiosk.
I'm gonna tap my button Icarus. Open kiosk.
As you do that, it says, "You are not quite within radius of the kiosk. Please be within a 5-foot radius of any active kiosk to access it."
Which direction is the kiosk then?
And he, like, the little hologram, like, spins around and, like, scanning. Nearest kiosk is 30 feet. And it, like, has a little arrow. And it's
How far away is the tree?
It's pointing to, like, the opposite side of the tree. Like, you have started to, like, make your way a little bit around it. So yeah. You spend a few minutes, and as you are spending those minutes, can I have you both give me another perception check?
Ooh, I have no bonus to this. Oh, I got a 19 though.
19. Perception.
4 on top of my natural 20.
Okay, 24. Okay. Unlike Gavin, I don't really do anything special for nat 20s on skill checks, just to let you know.
Fair enough.
Okay. 24 and a 19. As you're going, you can hear more sounds. And now, Krieger, you are definitely aware of it too. You look around, you can see several. They seem to have, like, whatever they are, they're green in color. And they seem to be quite nimble as they move, but also a little clumsy at the same time. As if they are small and able to easily move around. However, they're very unfamiliar with this terrain. And you almost feel like you hear a voice as there's a loud, like, rustle in one of the whatever it is, the bushes.
Greg is gonna kind of like looking around, seeing all these little things darting around. He's gonna say, "Neil, stay close and behind me. I think we got ourselves a varmint." And I'm going to look at how far away is the bush I thought I heard a voice.
It's about 15 feet off to your right.
Well, I've done it once before. I'm just gonna dive into the bush.
Okay, go ahead. As you run into the bush, can I have you give me an athletics check?
You got it. I'm pretty good at these, although my armor lowers it. That's a 18.
18. As you crash through, you just tear through the underbrush, and as the sound of snapping branches and trudging mud resonates through the area, you come across and kind of like kick out of your way almost this creature that comes up to about your mid-thigh, and it's like, "Oh, fuck." As it turns around, it has a large green head with like pointy ears and a mouth full of little sharp teeth. His yellow eyes point up at you, and you notice there's about 4 of them around you right here. He's like, he found us! Get him!
I'll get you!
Hold on there, boys.
And they all start, like, firing at you. But you do get a free melee attack on the one that you got, like, but it'd be like a unarmed attack.
Joke's on you. That's my specialty. Natural 20! How are we doing natural 20s in Starfinder?
It's double damage, so whatever you roll, you double it, and then you also get a... if your weapon has it, you can add one of your critical effects if your weapon has critical effects.
My weapon does not have a critical effect, but it's going to be 3, so it's 6 plus 6, 12 damage.
Okay. So as you do, as one of them says, like, get him, another one of them says, Urg's dead! You got him! They got him! And they all start, like, hissing at you, almost, as they pull, like, rusty, like, knives and, like, some little handguns.
God, I didn't expect them to have guns.
Okay. Can I have both of you roll me initiative right now.
All right, come on, keep my hot streak. Okay, 17 plus 0.
Okay, one sec. Oh my gosh.
And it's initiative. Where's my initiative?
Will you put it in
bonus?
the in-game chat, like that
You
can
got
pull
it.
up here so I can see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's wrong. Sorry. There we go.
17. And will Luke, since one of you actually roll me a d20 plus 2 for Neil as well?
I will do it. No, not Nell. Jeez Louise.
Nell.
Nail. Oh god, wow. Wow, my brain is fried. There we go.
Then Zach. Then we got Krieger. Oh, then we got the rest of them. And Neil goes last. Okay. Now, Neil only has 6 bullets, let you know, at the moment. Like, he only has 6 bullets for his hunting rifle. And then he has, like, just a normal, like, knife. Okay? So I'll let you guys just decide what he does on his turns. But ammunition is limited. Obviously, because we are keeping track of our ammo.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, as this happens, one of the creatures, in his little yellow, like almost like astronaut suit, rushes at you with his jagged, almost kind of like a machete, but to you it would be almost just like a Bowie knife instead, because he's a lot smaller than you. He goes up and he tries to slash you with it. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay. So he does, but he kind of like trips on a branch, and his swing goes wide as he like tries to stabilize himself. It is your turn.
As he
Actually,
sort
sorry,
of
it's Zach. It's Zach's turn. My bad.
go for it. Go, Zach.
I'm going to pull out the blaster. Do any of them seem a little bigger than the others?
No.
Alright, I'm going to just pull... Is there any one of them that's facing away from me?
They all kind of have their attention on Krieger at the moment. But
Okay.
you can't see them from the foliage, actually. Because he's now away from you, and they are small. They are still kind of in the bushes from where you are.
Caps. So... If I moved up, would I be able to see them?
Mm-hmm. You'd have to essentially move up there within melee of all of them.
I can't get within 10 feet and not within melee?
Well, I mean, you could try. Give me an athletics check to try to like position yourself, because I don't have a map. I'm not going to have maps, but it is a very dense undergrowth, and they are smaller than most of the plants, so they are hard to spot.
That is a 13 for athletics, you
Okay.
said?
Yes. So as you try to position yourself in there, you pull back one of the bushes, and standing there about 7 feet from you is one of these little green pointy-eared creatures.
I am going to take out my blaster and make an attack just from behind.
Gotcha. Go ahead and shoot at him.
That's not going to hit. 8.
No. As you kind of like steady your aim, your hand slips, and as you fire, the branch hits the barrel of your gun, knocking it down. And the one you're shooting at like looks at you and like snarls with his little gun in hand and scrambles into the undergrowth, disappearing from your sight. Okay. So now it is Krieger's turn. You can still see about 3 of them around you, all within 10 feet or so. Kind of
Gotcha.
like moving in.
in that case, I will. I'm going to punch one of them.
Okay.
Just a regular attack. That is 11.
An 11 for their punch will miss.
All
As he
right.
like kind of like rolls out of the way and tries to like bite your hand.
There. But then I'm going to use my movement to get next to Neil. Just to be near him.
Okay.
I'll say, stay next to me.
Yeah.
I might focus on saving your bullets. This might be a up-close fight.
As he like holds it, he like kind of holds the rifle in one hand and like takes his little knife, like combat knife, from his belt. He's like, yeah. What are they anyway? I can't see. I can't see them.
They like these little green guys. I don't really know, but I punched one and he died. So there's like a few left.
Okay. All right, and he like kind of like backs up puts his back to the tree, so they can't like get behind him. So that kind of leaves Zach up there a little bit away, more into the underbrush as you retreat towards the tree. Can I have both of you give me perception checks?
You got it. Ooh, my hot streak is over. That's a 7.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17. Okay. Oh, okay. As they all scatter into the underbrush, you guys lose track of them. And all you can hear is hissing and shattering teeth coming from seemingly all around you. The first one to make a move launches itself from the underbrush and takes a swing at the Achilles tendon of Zach.
Heck no!
But an 8 probably does not hit you as you reflectively like move your legs out of take a step to avoid the strike, but then it like tumbles back into the grasses. Then you hear the sound of like and a little green bolt of energy flies through some leaves, and it's going to go towards Krieger. A 17.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 1 burning damage or fire damage as it scuffs you across the shoulder.
How does this... I
You
forget
take
what
damage to your stamina first.
My stamina first, thank you.
Okay. Then, as that flies at you and scuffs, hits your shoulder, another one rolls out from the underbrush, and as he's going, he holds his like machete in 2 hands and charges you, Krieger. Fort Bagger! Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. But you're able to like kind of kick him in the chest and he falls away from you. But at the same time you hear another Forever! And another one rushes at you from the forest.
Oh?
But a 7 will not hit you. Okay. Then 2 more green energy bolts come from the trees. 1 aimed at Krieger, 1 at Zach.
Heck no!
The one going for Krieger is a 10.
Is this the energy AC or
It's energy,
KAC?
yeah, it's energy. It's the little bolts of energy.
It's a miss.
Okay. And then towards Zach, 11 to hit.
Against my energy?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What do we do if it meets?
It hits. It's like armor class.
It meets, it beats.
Yeah. You take 3 fire damage as it hits you in one of your hands, like on the back of the hand. Or fire damage. I said fire damage. Now,
Well, there went all my stamina points.
It is.
Zach.
It is. You should have gotten your stamina back from the night's rest, by the way.
Yeah, I only have 3 stamina. I
Oh,
think to
okay.
start.
Bro,
That's
Three?
not right. Unless you have
Oh,
like, what's your constitution?
Constitution is 11, so 0 modifier.
Oh, then yeah, that might be right actually. That might be right.
I got 10
But
stamina.
but that still doesn't seem right. What's your class?
Mystic.
Oh my god. I thought we went over.
I'm a spellcaster.
Well, yeah, but 3 is a weird number. Let me check real quick. I'd hate to fuck you over. Come on.
You start with 6 stamina
You start out with
points.
6 plus your constitution modifier, man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay then. That should be a 6 then.
Yep. So you should have 3 left. What's your what is your hit points? What max?
10.
Okay, that should probably be right because it's your class plus your race. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
All right. I'm not out of stamina.
Okay.
Woo!
As you
Only
hit,
slightly pissed off.
as you hit it, you hear snickering coming from all around you. You can't quite get a feel on how many there are, but you do see the one that's right in front of Neil and Krieger, but it is Neil's turn. So, what does Neil wish to do? Who wants to give him an order?
He's right here. You can do it.
Damn it.
Neil runs forward, kind of like nervous, like he almost like closes his eyes as he like brings his Bowie knife at the little green thing's head. Someone roll me a d20. It's just a d20.
I'll do it.
Oh.
17.
17 will hit. It does 1d4 damage.
All right.
And that will be 2 damage.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So, does he like plunges it into the creature's shoulder and it squeals and like frantically claws at Neil, like hits him with the little gun. So Neil like pulls it out and like backs away, letting like a half like blood curdling like fear and like anger screech, like a guy who's like never actually fought anything before, for real. Yeah. With that though, the first you hear voices. Well, they got good stuff, guys. We'll be eating good tonight. And a green energy bolt is shot out towards Neil. He has a 12 for both armor classes.
He has a 14 for both armor classes as I use my reaction for bodyguard.
Okay.
Finally came up.
Yeah, look at that. But it does hit still. It's got a 20.
Oh, no.
And Neil will take 2 damage. He has about 10 HP at the moment.
Okay.
So I'll keep track of Neil's thing.
Do you want me to? I can.
No, I got it. Okay.
All right.
But Zach, what do you do? Or go ahead and give me a perception check to try to pinpoint where some other ones are and get a number of them.
I don't see shit.
Okay. All you
9.
can see is all you can see is the one that is near Krieger and Neil. The other ones, you can hear them scuttling around you, hopping over logs, walking through the mud. But the way they are moving, it's hard to track where they are going or where they're going to pop up. Go ahead and take your turn.
All right. I am going to. I believe. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the correct thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't find it. Where's my spell? Oh wait, no. I'm an idiot. Never mind.
Okay.
No, I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
Sorry. My spell list is gone. Like the what they actually do. That's why. Found out. Yeah, that'll make a big difference.
Okay, what are you
It
doing?
was set to Technomancer, not
Hmm.
Mystic.
Okay.
There we go. I am going to use command.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the one that is over by Neil.
Yeah.
And how many words am I able to say?
You give the target one of the following command, which is obeys at its best request, at its best of its ability on its next turn. If the target can't
Perfect.
carry it out, the spell automatically fails. You can do approach, drop, fall, flee, or halt.
I'm going to just turn around and kind of in a booming voice, drop.
Okay. And it gets to make a save against this, I know. Will save. Okay. What's the spell save of that?
I'm trying to find it. Sorry. Once again, not used to
Never
Starfinder
mind.
yet.
It's a 5, so he fails.
Okay, that makes me feel
And
better.
he drops his little machete and little junk laser.
And yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
full turn action. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just yelled at him to drop it, and he dropped it. Good dog.
Okay, spell save DCs are 10 plus your key ability modifier, so your wisdom, plus the spell's level.
Okay, so yeah, he would have had to have beaten a 15.
15, got it. Okay. Yeah, so he drops the his two weapons and just kind of stands there. Krieger, it is your turn.
While this guy is lying on the ground in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay,
Do I have advantage?
you do.
Alright. I mean, that for sure hits. It's a 17 plus 5. For a total of... Ooh, 10 damage!
Okay. As he drops him, he tries to back crawl away, and you just kind of walk up to him, and just lift up one of your heavy boots and just stomp, bring it down on him. You hear a large crack that echoes through the forest, and then he just lets out a little. And the rustling stops for a second. And you just hear the hissing, intensifying from the forest. Can I have one of you guys just roll me a d20?
13.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else on your turn, Krieger?
Can I do a check to see if I can spot any of them?
Yeah, go ahead and make that perception check.
Nah. No.
Okay.
I guess I'll just sort of pick up this guy off my boot and say, I'm just gonna keep popping you if you keep coming after us. So, choose. And I just kind of toss the body.
Gotcha. As it does, it kind of as it rolls within the mud. Next, you hear, I'm gonna get you. You kill Urka and Akka. And then you hear then he fires off 2 green energy blasts come from the trees. Since they are making 2 attacks, though, both of them actually have a penalty.
Oh, they're doing the full attack.
Yep. Okay. 16 and 10.
16 hits.
Okay. You will take 3 fire damage as this one kind of hits you in the upper thigh. It's like, And then there's more rustling in the trees as the others like return laughter. Then another energy bolt like goes off, and you hear like ah, but it never leaves the trees.
Hmm.
Another one. They're over there. They're over there. And another energy shot fires off. This time at Zack.
Zach, no, you're not within 5 feet of me. I can't
That
protect
is
you.
18 for 3 fire damage.
Ooh,
There goes your stamina.
there's the stamina gone now.
And then last, he's like, get down! And another one just bursts from the trees, and he's going to run at Neil.
Bodyguard, protect, +2
It's
to
a
his AC.
12 to hit, but that misses now. As you
Yes!
go and like, he pulls up his knife, and as he falls on his butt, he blocks the machete just in time before it like hits him right between the eyes. And as Neil like is able to get up and overpower the little creature enough for him to stand back up, it is his turn.
You got it, buddy. He's right in front of you.
Go ahead and roll that d20.
17. Neil's on fire.
Roll a d4.
Actually,
then.
that's me who's on fire.
Do you want to roll the D4? Or should I?
Oh no, I was saying because I've been literally hit with 6 points of
Well,
fire.
do you want to roll the d4 though? Is what he's asking.
Meh. I'll roll it. Why not?
Alright.
2.
2. Okay.
Very good.
Very good. Okay. Is like kind of like slices the little green thing at the shoulder, causing it to back up. With that, you hear a ah! And rustling throughout the trees, and like what's that? More like just sounds and going on, and then you hear just like a kind of like a large snap. You hear 2 more shots go off from the forest, but then it is Zach's turn.
I'm getting
so-
concerned about the forest.
So is there one that's alive near me at this point?
Yes, there is. If you backpedal a little bit to get yourself back to the tree, because you're still kind of up there on your own, there's one with Krieger and Neil again.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but this time what I'm gonna do is I believe there should be a blade on the ground or something. From another dead one.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's the little like gnarled machete.
I am going to use telekinetic projectile
Mm-hmm.
and fling it at the other one.
Gotcha.
It will have to. I will make a ranged attack.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and it'll take 1d6
Nice. That's
bludgeoning.
better. Oh.
Bludgeoning.
I'm gonna say it's slicing because that's what this weapon does.
It does say in the spell that the type of item thrown does not change the type of damage
Fuck
that
you.
it causes.
Fuck you. When you run your own Starfinder game, you can make that decision yourself.
Okay, well then it deals 3 slicing damage.
As like he going on like pushes Neil off, you throw the dead one's machete at it, and he's like raising up like his own like blade to like bring it down to like strike Neil again, and when he does, just like Neil gets covered with a little bit of red paint across his like black clothes. The little green thing then looks at the little stump where his hand used to be, like, and lets out this loud shriek and starts waving his gun around. Krieger.
Well, this is still the only guy I can see, so
Still, yes, you could make a perception check at the start if you wish.
I will do that.
Okay.
That's cocked. That's a 7, so probably not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just punch this man.
Okay.
Make him shut up.
I guess I'll just punch this man.
16.
That will hit. So as you go, you just like pick him. You just pick him up in one hand and turn around and like slam him into the thick bark of the tree, crushing his windpipe in the process. And you just kind of let it slide down the tree as you turn back to see what's going on in the forest. However, the only sounds you hear are sounds of rustling and stray gunfire, laser fire, hacking at underbrush, and every now and again like a whoosh, and then from one of the large bushes, just like a spray of red like covers the leaves, and throughout the fight, the musky, earthy smells of the forest have been mixing with the smell of fresh red blood, and a little bit of char and smoke from laser fire. But now that you can refocus and regroup a little bit, you don't hear any other sounds besides what's happening immediately around you. There's no birds. There's no other movement. The only thing breaking up the bursting of the trees is the slight drip of water falling from the canopy above, ever so rhythmically. As you're waiting for the goblin or the goblins, I just gave it away. They're goblins. Next move. You just hear fire, fire, get. And then there's just another like snap, and it slows down as you're just waiting and waiting, and you wait there for several minutes, and the goblins never launch another attack. Neil eventually asks, do we go after him?
I'm gonna reach back and press the Icarus button.
Mm-hmm.
Icarus, please scan the surrounding area.
It says, that is not one of my currently authorized features.
Well, how do I get that shit authorized?
You may purchase Life Science Scanner for approximately, and it does a little like 5,000 sector points.
I think I got that. I like very clearly have 50 credits. Maybe we can get.
Fuck you, Icarus.
Let's go to the kiosk. Maybe they got something. But Neil,
I'm gonna look at the goblins.
we're not gonna go to the goblins.
Like any of the ones that are still around with like their heads on the ground, I'm gonna flip them over to make sure they don't have an Icarus button in them.
They actually do not have picks installed.
Perfect.
Okay. You look at their gear as well, like the little machetes, and the one that you threw and severed the hand of the other one with, doing so, it plunged itself into a tree and snapped in half. You realize that these things are scrambled from junk that they've salvaged from probably other dead things out here. And it's probably more dangerous to use them than it would be to like just attack with like a wooden stick.
Well,
Off to the kiosk.
yeah, let's find that kiosk.
Hell yeah.
As a little bit more searching, you finally find like there's a little terminal on the far side of the tree. And as you go up to it, it lights up, and on the screen in like blocky green letters, kind of old school like sci-fi, like the bright green on like the darker green background. Icarus Post, and has some serial number across the bottom. The hologram of Icarus comes from the little camera on top of it. Hello! Welcome to the Icarus Outpost. How can I help you today?
What functions does this kiosk give us?
This kiosk is functioned to provide with, and it brings up a list of different things. It seems like its main function is to buy food and water rations, as well as minor medical supplies.
You think we
Hey,
should
Neil.
get some?
Neil,
Yeah, and he's like kind of like scanning the forest and everything.
you said you could hack anything, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm decent with computers.
Then get over here.
Okay, and he walks over.
I will take over looking at the forest.
Okay.
What I'm gonna need from you is to see if you can work your magic on this here computer.
Is that a good idea? Weren't we like kind of told not to, not to tamper with these or like our picks,
No,
Nope,
they
I
said
wasn't
not
told
to
shit.
try to hack. That's what they said. I don't think they said tamper.
He just looks a little defeated at you. Right.
Well-
right. Still, I don't think this is a good idea.
Icarus.
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
is the thing?
Icarus, what is the punishment for hacking a Icarus terminal?
Termination of your pick device.
Oh, so we'll be
Termination.
free. We'll be free. Let's do it. Because if we
Termination of
kill,
your pick device will release about 1 million volts of electricity into the immediate area.
you see like a cog turning. Oh, so like that'd probably be bad for the environment.
And for your brain. Then again, I'm not sure how much of that's already left, so
How much does it say how much it costs for rations of food
So-
and water?
A ration of food is 50 points. A ration of water is also 50 points. And our ration is 1 day's worth for people.
And are points different than credits?
No, those are your credits, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we cannot afford any rations. Well, we could probably
They
find some food.
They do purposely keep the easy, like these kiosks, they are actually upcharged what you might find like in an actual store around the galaxy. Because if they can just freely buy everything, it lowers the risk for the contestants. So they keep it high to help do all that.
Icarus,
Have you made a
Mo-
selection?
please purchase for me 1 ration and 1 water ration.
You have 100 credits?
155, actually.
Oh my god!
All right. So some of the other things they have on there is they have personal communicators that are 1,000 credits each.
No. Okay.
I'm essentially multiplying everything in the book by 10, and that is the price of things. As well as stim packs. Stim packs will instantly recharge they'll allow you to use your resolve points in combat to instantly restore your stamina to its maximum. But they are 200 points each.
Well, that's good that you got food and water and all that, but I think the rest of us are probably going to have to find some.
Well, don't worry, I'm not eating this today.
Are we eating goblin today, or is that socially frowned upon?
Listen, we're in a place where everyone's trying to kill us. I say that if... Well, you notice how they didn't have pick devices?
Yeah.
All the much more civilized people had pick devices in their head. So the way I see it, they aren't that civilized. So they're basically just wild animals.
I mean, they were definitely screaming out for their fallen comrades.
Yeah, but doesn't a deer do that when you shoot it? It gets
Nah, they
another
go-
deer
What the-
gets stabbed.
Neil looks at you and just says, "What the hell?" He's not like I'm not eating a sentient creature.
That's fair. See, like, I probably shouldn't do that either.
I'm just saying.
They
I'm not
have.
saying it's a good idea. But if worse comes to worse, and we need something to eat, and there's nothing else around,
We're in a jungle.
It is probably stuff.
I'm
like
gonna
this.
turn and look
this
at
here
Neil.
block.
Neil, when was the last time you actually shot anything with that rifle?
When was the last time you freaking went hunting, saying that like a deer cries out like, what? You don't need to shoot a gun to know how stupid that sounds.
I honestly subsist off a diet of mostly fish.
And he was
You're
like,
pescatarian?
No, I just lived by an ocean for a long time.
ooh,
And I start looking for food
yeah.
like a dog. Just.
You start sniffing around and looking through the area. You catch like the scent of something. Your lizard smells. As you're doing that, what is Zach doing?
I'm going to look and see if there's any more of those like knives on the ground.
They are, but they're also just as. There's the other one. They're
Just
they're
the one
just-
that's
they're
not broken.
shitty.
I'm going to pull out my blaster,
Mm-hmm.
and then telekinetic projectile it up that knife towards the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, I'm going to try and shoot any birds that fly out of the trees.
Okay, so yeah, you launch into the trees, and so Krieger, as you're looking through the underbrush, the smell gets intensified, and as you're about to reach, give me an attack roll, Zach. Reach out for a branch that you think, like, as you remove it, will show whatever you're tracking. There's a gunshot. That will take up an ammunition from you, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. There's
13.
a gunshot before you reach it. They just with the loud sound of birds scattering. And then boom, a thud. You shoot out of the air, like you shoot into the scattering of the flying creatures. This rotund bird-like creature with a dual pair of wings and a head almost like that of a goose, but with little like rhino horn on its beak and sharp little teeth like that of a gar.
Whoa!
Falls to the ground, kind of still twitching as you have shot it like right at the base of one of the wings, and it can't hold itself up anymore. It's like flapping around on the ground, releasing these like rah, rah, rah,
I
rah.
immediately jump on it and snap its neck.
Oh, you are away from this over in the trees somewhere.
Oh, sorry. I thought that this was
no, this
happening
was
in front of
back
me.
there. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, no,
I
it's
was
all
gonna
good.
say, I'm gonna pull out my hand axe and quick, right on the neck, killing it.
Yeah. So as the honking goes on, it will go silent after a moment, but you finally pull back that branch as you look back and see what's happening, and what you see is a creature. It's kind of like an 8-legged antelope with forward curved horns, laying there on the ground with its ribs exposed to the air. Stark white, its purple meat glistening around it, the dark green blood dripping into a pool, mixing with the decaying leaves that make its bed. It smells fresh.
That's concerning. If I look at the wound, can I tell if it was made by beast or man?
Go ahead, give me a survival check or a medicine check to analyze the is the wounds.
The survival.
Yeah.
That's a 21.
Okay. As you analyze that, I also need Zach to give me a perception check. As you crouch and move towards the wound, the dead creature, examining what killed it, you can see there seems
11.
to be large lacerations that seem to have torn at the skin around the edge of the exposed flesh, but there's also seems to be burn marks on the bones themselves. They're pocked with similar to ways if you spilled like a concentrated acid or base on like an exposed like table or surface.
I see.
Yeah. So, Zach, as you are looking around, kind of like examining the kiosk, looking at other things, examining the corpses of the goblins, it leads you away, and you get a little curious, and you check where the goblins are rustling around before they all stopped. As you make your way through, you're about maybe 40 feet from the tree at this point, leaving Neil to kind of mess with the kiosk, do his own thing there. You come across a pile of 3 goblins, all with their chests exposed and their ribs cracked, and then something like drips onto your forehead.
Oh no.
I'm gonna look straight up.
As you do, it falls like right on the bridge of your nose, and hanging, it's hard to see through the broken light, but 100 feet up into the canopy, you see a little green mass swaying from its legs back and forth over a branch, dripping down onto you. And
I'm gonna move off to this.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no. As you move off to the side, you see like a shimmer of something in the canopy. And then there's a yell from back in the tree that you both hear.
Neil! I'm gonna run back towards the tree.
Okay.
Same.
As you both run back, Neil is nowhere to be seen. There are no drag marks, and no signs of any struggle. What do you do?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
like,
look straight up.
As you look up, you can see something moving within the lowest branches, and then all of a sudden, as the leaves rustle, one branch breaks, and Neil is there hanging by, like, something has its arm. He's trying to bat it with his knife. You can't see what's grabbing it as he hangs over, dangling from his left arm, shouting at you. Now you can hear him as well.
I'm gonna aim about where, like, I would think the end of Neil's arm is,
Mm-hmm.
and aim just above it,
Okay.
trying to hit whatever the hell this is.
seeing you do that, I'm just going to position myself directly underneath Neil.
Okay.
Thank you.
As you shoot up, give me an attack roll.
Ooh, that's good. That's 17?
Okay, 17. As you shoot, you hear a sound, and there's like a psh. Neil falls from the tree.
I got him.
It's about a 40-foot fall from where he's at. Give me a reflex save to try to catch him.
Reflex save. Alright, this is the only save I don't have a really good bonus to. Natural 20.
As you dive in,
My bodyguard instincts.
as you run and catch Neil, you slide through the mud, and you hear just like a sizzling. As shortly after that, almost around the same time as Krieger catches him, there's a loud thud on the ground, and like the underbrush almost explodes about 20 feet away from the tree, as something else also fell from the branches. You, as you look up again and then follow your eyes to where it is, Zach, you see smoke trailing from the branches, and smoke rising from a little bits and pieces of the ground around where Krieger caught Neil as well. What do you do, Zach?
I am going to slowly walk up to the thing that hit the ground.
Mm-hmm. As you cautiously approach it, you can't see it from the underbrush yet. As you cautiously approach, gun raised, do you reach out and pull back the underbrush to try to see what it is?
I was going to say I'm going to use my hand axe to push it back without touching the brush.
Gotcha. Okay. So as you use it as like a lever to pull it back, you see something like thrashing there. It looks kind of like a millipede or a centipede. A heavily segmented body that turns and convulses like that of a snake. At several segments, it has these large, muscular, like three-toed legs, and its head is just that, almost like trying to describe, like it's kind of blocky with a glassy black look all around it, and it has like 3 tentacles falling out of a fanged jawline that whisk back and forth. The limb on its front, its forelimb on its right side is missing at the joint, and a pink ooze is dripping from it. Everywhere it drips, like there's a little sizzle on the ground. As you pull it back, it sees you, and it goes as like snarls, and it's like the 3 tentacles from its mouth launch outwards at you, reaching about 10 feet. What do you do before the tentacles reach you?
Firing a shot directly at like where the tentacles are coming from, right down its mouth.
You shoot again, and it hits and plunges into one of the 3 tentacles, and the creature like whips its head back, and the tentacles retreat into its mouth, and it skitters into the underbrush. Krieger, as you help Neil get up, you reach down, and he tries to hand you, like he reaches up with his left arm, and he misses your hand, and he tries again, and you realize that his left hand is melted down to the bone.
Oh no! Does I look at him? Is he still melting, or is it like the damage is done?
It seems like the damage is done. However, he is in shock from the pain. Like he doesn't even it's almost like he doesn't even realize it.
All right, hey, Neil, you breathe, Neil. Just stay here. We're gonna keep you. We're gonna take care of you. All right. Just focus on breathing, and not on your hand. Your hand's so fucked, man. It's real bad. Don't look at your hand.
And he raises up his hand, and as he does, he goes to like shout, but then he just like falls backwards, and he's foaming at the mouth a little bit.
All right. Well, this. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna roll him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own spit.
As he does, like his stomach contents release themselves all over the forest floor. He's kind of like, lays there in it because you're not supposed to move him.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? He comes to a little bit more. What happened?
Well, from what I can tell, we left you alone, all by your lonesome, completely abandoned, to go look for food. Which, in retrospect, was probably a bad idea. And then we heard you scream, and we saw you were up there and there was something that was like grabbing you, and like this green stuff, which I now realize is probably acid, was also flying all over the place. And then, good man here, Zumzim, shot the guy, and then he dropped you, and then I caught you, and then I saw your hand was all fucked. And now we're here. And then that thing ran off into the bushes. It's not. Hey, Zach, it's not still here, is it?
Am I even near you guys at this point?
I'm assuming you probably went over there. We'll say you can say that.
I'm kind of looking around, probably not
keeping
seeing
guard.
it.
Yeah,
Keeping guard.
it's
no.
nowhere to be seen. Nowhere. To
Question:
Be seen.
What is when you say it's melted? Like, is
Like-
the bone still there?
The bone is still there, but it is partly dissolved.
I'm
Think
gonna
of
say-
like the sticks for like what's that candy where it's the powder and you stick the stick in it to lick it off?
pixie stick.
Like a pixie stick. It looks like a semi like dissolved pixie stick. You know.
Not a pixie stick. It's
But, yeah.
it's.
Yeah, you know what I
I'm gonna
mean.
look it up. Yeah.
It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
look
one of those
at-
semi. Yeah, kind of like if you took like an antacid tablet and like put some
Fun
water.
dip.
Yeah, fun dip and took some water and let it dissolve. Partly it was all pocked and grainy.
I'm gonna look at Neil, tap on Icarus, because I assume we're still near that little what's it called? The
kiosk. Yeah.
kiosk.
Mhm.
Icarus, how much is it gonna be for bandages and the needle and thread?
For one basic med kit, it would be 1,000 points. May I help you with anything else?
How much is it for just the needle and thread?
They don't just have needle and thread.
They don't do that. But hey,
No,
I
if you
don't
are
know.
looking for, you can keep talking. It's like literally just talking over you because
Okay,
it's
right.
an automated response. If
Well,
you're looking for a basic
So
med
should we
patch
just snap
or
this bone
spray
off?
fresh,
I mean,
it would be 500 credits, or for the spray flesh, it would be 4,400 credits.
I'm gonna grab out my hand axe. Neil,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. This looks like shit.
so is it like all the fingers down to half the palm? Like where is the line of acid at?
So it's kind of like, let me get my hand, like curved through there. So his 3 digits here, and then the connecting bones here are all exposed with little bits of tendon and bits still there.
So
It's
his
not good.
hand is pretty much fucked, and he's not able to hold anything with that hand.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him. Neil, this is bad.
Yeah.
So this is what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. Krager, hold his
Yeah.
arm.
Oh, well, no, we
What-
definitely need to have bandages
What
before
are
we
you
do
gonna do?
that.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Hey,
do?
give me.
I'm
Give
gonna
me just
rip
a
off
sec.
a piece of my robe. My robe.
Oh,
Mhm.
so I was starting to take my. All right, yeah, sure, you can do yours.
Take this part. I already ripped it earlier.
What-
You
what-
hold his arm.
As he like tries to sit himself up, kind of semi-conscious, Neil starts to realize what you're doing, but it's he's not in his right of mind. So he starts to like fight you guys like back. He's like, get
Neil,
away!
you know, hey, Neil, wait, look at me, Neil.
And he
Neil, my
kicks you
sweet
in
boy.
like the chest
Oh,
as he like tries to back up, wrestles his like bad arm free and plops it down in the mud to help him like scurry, but his arm gives out and he falls over.
I want to like, as he falls over, I want to like just pick him up and cradle him and say, Neil, my sweet boy, I'm so sorry about what happened to you, but if we don't do this, you're probably gonna get an infection, and this hand's already ruined. But hey, think about this. We could get you a badass hook or like staple a sword to your arm or something. It'll be really metal.
As you say that, you hear the sounds of shouting over the sound of the drip drip in the wind, and like almost like a radio going. I was like, shh, shh. Yep, I think we heard we got a reading over here. over towards the kiosk, and it seems like people are on their way over to your location.
Well, you
In
know
a
what, Neil?
hurry.
Yeah, we're not gonna cut this off right now. We gotta cut this off when we find a safe place to camp.
Okay.
I was gonna say that I was just gonna chop it off right there.
We do not got time for this, man. You're really eager to do that.
Wait, and you hear over again. I'm getting auditory signs near the kiosk. There might be weapons on boys.
Look,
We're grabbing Neil over our shoulders and getting the fuck
Yeah.
out of
Are
here.
are you trying to sprint or are you going to try to hide? Like, just so I know what I'm doing.
ooh. Well, let me look at
We're
my
gonna-
stealth. We should run.
Now,
Let me see
they
my-
don't-
whoa,
they
whoa, let
aren't-
me look at
They
myself.
don't know if anyone is there. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
So they think they heard something. If you run, it's going to be more noisy, but you
Gotcha.
might get away. Over stealth is like,
You know what?
I don't
I
know.
think we can be stealthy.
Okay.
How about this? We climb up this big ass tree and we hide. Huh?
Oh. Fuck it, let's do this shit.
I take off my power gloves to reveal just sharp ass claws that look exactly as dangerous as the gloves because they are. They do the same damage. And I just start climbing. And I'll see if I can carry Neil with me as I go, because obviously he can't climb.
With a little bit of struggle, you do climb the tree, and as you get into some burrows, you find a group that you can kind of prop him up in and hold him. As you finally get settled, right at that moment, a group of people come in. They all look to be humanoid. All of them wearing this kind of shiny emerald green armor, full. You can't see any piece of their skin. The helmet kind of has a uniocular lens in it. They seem to be security forces for the place. One of them has kind of a winged crest that goes down the top of their helmet. Appears to be their captain. And he activates a comm on his shoulder. It seems like there was a fight near the kiosk. I'm getting the signs of 6 dead goblinoids and possibly signs of the target within the area. Oh, there's a little bit of a break of static when you hear coming back, answering it, the voice of the Vesk that transported you all out there on the monotram. Sweep the area. If the target was there and there were contestants, they must be eliminated immediately. We can't let anybody know. We can't let anybody know that one of our test subjects has gotten loose within the game grounds.
Fuck, dude. Oh no.
Complete your sweep and be back on the skiff and be back at base before nightfall. You don't want to be out there. We don't want to be out there if that thing is escaped out at night.
Okay, give me a second. How close are we to any of the stuff on the ground, like the goblinoids?
You're about 80 feet up, we'll say. Yeah. At that moment, Neil kind of lurches to the side as he loses consciousness again.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll try to grab him.
Okay, go ahead. Give me that reflex save to grab him. To catch him, realize before what's going on.
Really, probably just let you do these, but I'm here for my boy Neil. That's another goddamn nat 20. The Morrow dice are rolling on fire.
Dude, those are the Neil dice. They don't
They're the
let
Neil dice now.
Neil dice. If you catch him, there's like a little scrape sound, and one of the 4 guards looks around and kind of like looks up for a second before continuing on. You can see that each of them is carrying this military grade kind of like assault rifle, with the one that was a commander is carrying a gyrojet rifle.
Bro, they would have melted us.
They go. The commanding officer walks up to the kiosk and taps his armor where his right ear would be. So, Icarus, was there any recent event transactions on the kiosk?
Just slow turns, looks over at Zach.
Yes. Two items were fabricated within the last hour. 1 ration of food and 1 ration of clean drinking water. And Icarus, please identify contestants that made the transaction. Negative.
Can I?
Icarus is not allowed to divulge contestant information with anyone outside of high administration. Oh, and he goes that Icarus override code 1578. Negative. Security captains cannot instigate an emergency kiosk lockdown and memory divulgence without access from the high security officer himself. Without that key, Icarus is bound to follow his programming. And just like, classic kind of like blasted fucking AI computer bullshit. He's like, all right, do a sweep of the area. If we can't find anything in 10, we go back to the skiff and head on to the next segment. Ugh. You guys hide out up in the tree.
I said we're gonna stay there for at least 10 minutes. That's for damn sure.
It seems like hours, but after about 10 minutes passes, they reconvene at the kiosk, and then they march back from the direction that they came. Eventually, you hear off in the distance the sounds of like a, and then a, as whatever they drove out here on must have departed.
Icarus,
Yes. How may I be of service?
am I able to tip you with credits?
Icarus does not accept tips because Icarus is programmed for financial transactions of contestant points for needed supplies.
I'll tell you what. Can you take 5 credits off my total just for the fact that you just saved my life? Considering you saved my life, we can call that a financial transaction if you take 5 credits.
Well, what is he gonna do with it though? Just give it to the guys who run this place?
Icarus does not understand the concept you are trying to communicate. You have not
I don't understand. Here's what I found on the web.
Icarus, thank you for not telling them we bought shit.
Icarus is confused by what you mean. But
It-
Icarus will say thank you for being appreciative of Icarus's service.
Well, I suppose we should calm down now. Don't talk to him anymore. like smack your hand away.
Well, now I'm curious if they're all linked together or if they're not.
They are and they are not at the same time. So until you link up with a system, your Icarus is its own kind of thing, and then it uploads and downloads relevant information when you enter an access point. Does that make sense?
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose we should calm down and,
Wait, is Neil still unconscious?
Yes, Neil is still unconscious.
Let's get down there fast before he wakes back up.
It's what I'm saying. I kind of toss him over my shoulder, claws out.
At this time, I am going to take like a 5-minute break, if that's okay, for bathrooms and drinks and all that.
No!
We'll say you guys have gone down. We will get right back to the severing at over these 5 minutes. I'm also going to message Gavin just to see if things are okay, because I know, like, not that if he's going to make it, but I want to. But it seems like, stuff was happening, so I
Yeah.
want to see if he's.
Yeah, I
doing
hope
good.
so.
So yeah. Okay. And we are back. We have switched the Raglins.
Yeah.
The other one will be back now. We'll have everybody back shortly. So, before our break, to catch Sergeant Davis up.
Sergeant, I'm getting
whatever.
fucking up, man,
Lieutenant,
dude. I'm getting
whatever
Battlefield
was.
promotion.
Lieutenant Davis up on recent events. That next morning, after you all got like the call to say that the first challenge to earn extra points has gone live.
Right. That was to what was it?
It was a bounty hunt over essentially zombies. Essentially,
Right.
like
right.
it was workers strapped into like exosuits to help them work. Have gone haywire. They're probably dead, so they're kind of like essentially rogue exosuits with the bodies still
Dead
inside.
people inside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some mech zombies.
Yeah.
The group checked the radar. Neil taught them how to use the PIC's built-in immediate radar that shows them how close they are to challenge zones, or shows them the closest challenge zone, how close they are and what direction it is, but doesn't give them much options besides that or much information. Mm-hmm. They decided to go a different way. North-west, which, because they're both stupid, they went straight east. That was essentially like they out of character, like, yeah, we're going east though because we don't
Remember,
got.
I tricked Krager into going east by pointing and saying, "No, let's go south," and I pointed east.
Because I said we should go north and pointed west, and then it was a whole bit.
And we rolled with it.
Question: which direction was the challenge?
Actual south.
So we didn't go to the challenge.
No,
not at all.
They decided it would be a bad idea to go to the challenge because they're like, what if Blackscale's whole gang is going to that challenge? Because you're in a similar area. That might be bad. Bad at the moment.
Good call, guys. Good call.
So they ended up going east towards the mountains. They're several days away from the mountains through this thick jungle, but that's the direction technically they're heading. Now, eventually, they came across a giant tree, like 50-foot diameter tree. And into the tree, you guys have encountered your first kiosk. A kiosk is a place that has a set things that they can fabricate for challengers or contestants using the points, your credits. However, things are rather expensive because the game masters don't want to make it too easy.
Right. The goal is to be here for 5 years, right? And there's new challenges like every other day or something.
More or less.
So it's like build up your fucking points.
Do you know how much it costs for a single ration and a single thing of clean water? 100 credits.
50 per ration there.
50 per ration. And how much were we getting for the bounty again?
200.
Right,
200 if you lay claim successfully to a challenge zone.
All right, fair enough.
But that 200 is like a set amount. It's a pool, so you'd have to split that among yourselves.
Right. We're expecting it to be difficult though, because this is hell.
And those challenge zones will remain active until they have been cleared. Mm-hmm. Now, at that tree, they were ambushed by a pack of goblins. Now, the goblins they found out, are not contestants. How they are other prisoners. Goblins deemed not fully sentient by the Galactic Council. They were essentially just used as chaff monsters to throw in there outside of the regular ecosystem. Add a little bit of extra annoyance.
Yeah.
So wait, if they're not totally sentient, does that mean that they
are not recognized
edible?
As sentient, which means the Galactic Council is racist.
Okay, so they're still not edible.
No. Well, I mean...
Well, that's not fair. They might be edible, but we're not
going into cannibalism.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, I'm not doing it. Then something else joined the fight because they took out two of the goblins. As the goblins were very good at using the cover of the thick jungle to mask their weakness because they're weak. They died in pretty much one hit from anyone that can hit decently well. But
Use their terrain.
you couldn't track them. It was almost impossible to
Ooh.
track them, and they could do hit and run maneuvers and shoot from cover where you couldn't see them to fire back.
Right.
But something got them,
oh, dear.
and all was good for a little bit. After the area settled down, they decided to spread out a little bit, check it out. They left Neil to check out the kiosk to see if there's anything else they could get from it for free, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even though Neil said it's not a good idea because authorized terminals aren't supposed to be tampered with.
I didn't say he should tamper with it. I was just looking for food.
So he went to go look for food. Zach went to go check to see if he kind of got curious and went to where the goblins were fighting to see if he could scavenge some gear from them.
Mhm.
Well, it was also because I shot a bird.
Yeah, and he shot a bird.
Right.
So they do have food. You do have some food. And they found things. As they were observing, Zach found a pile, the remaining goblins dead in a pile with their ribs exposed, and one goblin hanging 100 feet up in the canopy by its legs.
When you say their ribs are exposed,
As in, as the flesh had been torn away from them.
but only from the front?
Yeah, like something dug into it.
What? That's fucking crazy shit, people. Did we figure out what it was yet, or are we still
Yes,
in?
we have.
Okay.
Craig, is it Craig or Krieger? I've been saying Krieger this entire time. Sorry.
His full name is Krieger, but
Okay,
he goes by Craig.
gotcha. So Craig found this weird kind of like 8-legged antelope with purple flesh. Same thing. But the bones of that one were dissolving at the same time.
no.
Then, as they were examining them, Neil screams. They go back, and Neil is being carried through the lower branches of the trees by his left hand.
Oh wow.
Zach shoots, hits the whatever creature that they can't see, and Neil falls, gets caught by Craig, and the creature falls 20 after scrambling over the branches. It falls 20 feet off the side where Zach goes to try to scare it off or finish it off.
Right, basically. Yeah.
He pulls back with his axe, aiming his gun, and this long, like it was about 15 feet long. You saw from head to tail. This multi-segmented, almost like a centipede, with legs almost like every other segment. Its head ending in that kind of like a blocky reptilian head, but encased by like this glassy like black film with 3 tentacles falling out of its fanged like bony jaw that lashed out. He shot at it as it lashed out at him with the tentacles. It recoils and scampers off into the wood, leaving behind a smoking trail of pink blood.
Oh, so this shit's got alien blood. Oh, great.
They go back and they realize that Neil's hand, his left hand, has dissolved
Ooh.
right through here,
Yep.
leaving nothing but pocked bone and stringy tendon.
Get rid of that. Yeah.
They were about to when they heard the shouting and radio chatter. They grabbed him, they went up the tree. Security forces came in. They listened to the security forces. The security forces were looking for something that just the Colonel Stryker from the tram said as the target, and to eliminate any contestants they come across in the area just to be safe. They were not found, and that is where we are after they have left on their hover skiff.
All right. Before we go anywhere else, real quick, am I assuming I've just been with like Craig this whole time?
You have been participating in this, yes. We'll assume
Yeah.
that you are aware of these, then you're essentially doing similar stuff.
I've been stealthing and keeping Hawkeye.
Yeah. Okay. As you get Neil back down to the ground, He is still unconscious since he fainted up in the tree. What do you do?
Okay, Lieutenant,
Yeah,
you got a way to make fire?
I'm certain we could find a way.
Well, you better get on that real quick, because we're about to cut this guy's hand off, and I'm going to need a way to cauterize the wound so he doesn't bleed out to death.
I'll see what I can do.
Go ahead. If you're going to make a fire, give me a survival check just to make the fire.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I'm like feel like I'm not set up at all.
No, you're good. You're good. You just got here.
Yeah. I'm rolling on Google for the moment. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I've been using a dice roller this entire time.
Yeah, fair enough. You said survival. A little bit of that. 23.
Okay. You're able to quickly start a fire, and you find and you take some of the goblins like blades, saying like they're shoddily made, but heated and sterilized through the flames. They'll heat up faster than just holding the fire over it. That you could press it down and cauterize it more successfully. So
Makes
using them
sense.
as a hot press.
All right, what I'm going to do is about... So you said it's here on his hand. How far down does that dissolving go?
He still has about this much until the base of his wrist. So it's
Okay.
literally like that line right there.
Is his thumb okay?
His thumb's okay, and this finger's okay, but this is unsalvageable, and it's pretty far down, like down to like here on these fingers, which means
I am going to cut at an angle
Mhm.
across, so he keeps his thumb, but down to this part of his
Mhm.
wrist,
yeah.
cutting off the majority of the hand, but keeping the thumb. I'm just gonna take the axe and kind of try
Give
and
me a medicine check. Give me a medicine check.
I give you the help action by like holding his hand still for you.
And quick question. You said you're cutting off. I'm pulling back up. I had to get some stuff.
here.
Wait. You said this finger was salvageable though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
these
but
two.
at that point, if you're cutting that close, it's not going to be salvageable by the time you cut.
True, but if he can even has a little bit of motion to be able to grip, just your thumb, you're not going to be able to do anything.
Give me a medicine check.
$16.
16, okay. So, the hand itself, as you go, it's probably going to be completely unsalvageable with any more advanced medical supplies due to the tools that you have. You decide to cut your losses, and you have to chop at the wrist. There's a little crunch as it cuts through the wrist bones. And you quickly hold up the heated goblin blade to it, which instantly brings him out of his unconsciousness with a shriek of pain that echoes through the forest.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep him still.
Yeah.
I'll let him bite down on my hand if he needs to.
As he does, he draws blood from your hand as he bites down hard.
That bit that I tore off, I'm going to start immediately wrapping his hand. Sorry about that, Neil. I was hoping not to have to do that.
Okay. Yeah, you wrap his hand up, and he's not going to be able to hold his hunting rifle anymore, obviously. In fact, you haven't seen his hunting rifle. It's pretty much disappeared. After he shrieks for a good solid 2 minutes, muffled by your hand, he falls back to unconsciousness.
Well, that could have gone better.
It's about
Could've gone a
3
lot
in the
worse.
afternoon.
There.
On the plus side, he's alive.
Unfortunately, it won't stay that way if we don't figure out what we're dealing with and stay out of the way of the security, it would seem.
Well, then we should probably not stick around here.
direction do you head?
I mean, there was a challenge in the direction we were going.
Yeah, let's go towards that challenge. Hopefully, Blacksteel
Can I-
won't be there.
Can I make a survival check to kind of tell my directions apart here?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a survival check.
21.
21. Okay. So, I mean, pulling up your radar, you know that the closest of the challenges that you get is getting closer towards the mountains. It's only a few miles away, so it's still within the jungle.
Is it east or is it south?
It is east. East of
So, okay. So it's like, all right.
About 3 miles east is what the radar says. Could go east, but you remember that to the north there is a massive lake. That would be like if you were to walk across it, it would be about like 4 days travel walking across straight. Massive lake. The mountains further a little bit northeast from what you studied before coming in did have kind of like a stronghold or mine built into it to provide, which could be a refuge, but that would be several days away. For now, you are more or less stuck in the jungle until you decide what direction you want to go to try to get out or to try to find some place in the jungle to fortify. In your immediate area, the best place to fortify is the tree that you are at, but you don't have much relevant data.
Well, this challenge is going to be fighting something, and that worries me. And of course, challenges do bring other competitors, but without credits, we're not going to be able to synthesize anything.
Yeah,
That
and
being
if we
said-
get up 5,000 credits, we will be able to upgrade our pick machine. So that way we can we'll get we can get for $5,000 you can upgrade for a BioLife scanner. That way you can see where any approaching competitors before they're even on top of us. So we might want to start saving up some credit.
we also should consider, with the knowledge that we have about the creatures that are in here, with us, the other competitors, that if we kill any of them, that we need to be able to try and do our best to make sure we can take their credits if we're going to start saving for something like that. But the point
Yeah.
remains what we're doing now.
Well, how are you feeling, Zach? You got kind of roughed up by those goblins.
Well, I see it. Other than a few burns, as long as we don't run into anything today, that should be good by tomorrow.
Well, no promises, but we'll see what we can do.
So like an hour break lets you use a resolve point to get your stamina back. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But that's how I'm going to rule it right now until I double check.
Do we get
And how long
resolved
do-
back on a
how
long
often-
rest?
You get resolved back on a long rest, I believe.
Alright.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah I'll probably want to know about that.
Yeah.
But right
eventually.
now, that's how I'm going to rule it.
Fair enough. All right.
Might as well use one then.
And the challenge, just to confirm with
How
the,
how many stamina do you get back for that?
I think it fills you up, doesn't it?
I think
Yep,
so,
it
yeah.
fills you up.
Because stamina is like the quick recharge bar, like shield, and then health points is like
It's slow.
physical.
Yep.
Just as a reminder from God, so the challenge is to clear out the most of these zombie-like creatures.
Essentially, yeah. So those in that area must be eliminated, and then you will essentially there'll be something where you can claim the challenge. So, like, if someone else eliminated it but died in the process, you could walk in and claim it, and nothing happened. Essentially,
So we're grabbing dog tags. Okay.
more or less, yeah.
All right. What do you guys think about your fighting capabilities?
I could probably kill you.
Only if you can catch me, but I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, but a little
I've-
bit slow in this armor.
And I like to think I got a pretty decent aim. I've already taken a few shots that's landed us either food or with most of a hand.
As long as you can hit good, clean shots and take him out quickly. Neil, you're in a. Is he unconscious again?
He's still unconscious, yeah.
He's
Motherfucker.
My sweet boy. I failed to protect him. I left him alone. What was I thinking?
Look, it's not your fault. This kind of shit's bound to happen. That's, we're in here. We gotta fight our way out. Alright.
I'll carry him. I just kind of like bridal style lift him up.
Zach is just gonna start laughing, like chuckling to himself.
What are you laughing at?
He's a thief who got his hand cut off.
That's some dumb shit right there. Alright.
Hey, you know what? Am I wrong? I want to hear someone tell me I am wrong.
Well,
As you say that, there is a roar in the distance. It sounds several miles away, but by the sounds of it, you can still tell you're in the Nishalora's hunting ground still. We're within its territory.
That was telling me I was wrong. Let's get the shit out of here.
Yeah, that was like the meanest Vesk I've ever met.
so, just to confirm, we're heading to the challenge to try and complete that? Is that our plan here?
I think so.
Yep.
Alright. And then while we start walking, I think we would do best to start off at a distance and try and,
As we walk, can I keep an eye out, see if I can find his rifle on the ground or anywhere he dropped it?
Give me your perception check as you kind of like gather your stuff up from the area.
Oh, shit. 15. No, wait, 14. 14.
Okay. You do find his rifle, but as you're looking at it, you look up and it's bent around one of the branches.
Can you get it?
He's probably like all wibbly wobbly.
Well, yeah, but I could still scrap it for parts.
And we might be able to use its barrel to fashion something for old Neil to hold a knife.
I grab a stick and I just like
Yeah.
throw it at the gun to try to knock it
I
down.
was about to
It
say.
hits the branch. And nothing
How high
happens.
up is it?
About 30 feet.
How thick
I'm
of a
going
branch?
I'm gonna quick climb up and
Like
just grab it.
big branch. These are the lowest. These are the lowest branches on a 50-foot diameter tree.
Okay, but it's like the main branch. It's not like a.
These are the main. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of wrapped around like one of the side. Like it's not so wide it can't wrap around it, but it's still thick. Like you're not gonna break it very easily.
I'm gonna climb up and like kind of try and get it undone.
Mm-hmm. You can, but it's not really salvageable. The barrel is cracked and bent.
Yeah. I'm just planning on salvaging it in case, my own rifle. It's like, maybe
Yeah.
I can switch parts out.
As I pull it, bring it down, I'm going to essentially start to help dismantle it partially,
Mm-hmm.
specifically so I can pull out the firing pin.
Okay.
Hmm.
Go
You
for
need
it.
that? You need that for something?
Hey, you never know when you're going to need a new firing pin in the gun.
Fair enough.
I have a big what's it called? I think the guy who gave it to me called it a cool zapper. And I pull out like a hail cannon Sub-Zero that I've just had on my back this whole time.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What
Alright.
the fuck is that?
Yeah, I like punching better.
Fair enough.
The hell
Throw it
did he
back
just
on my
say?
back.
Whoa, no, I want to see that. What is that?
Yo, it's a cold zip zap.
A fucking... A what?
Is that
It's
a heavy weapon?
It is.
Above board,
It's
what
a
is
hail
it?
cannon Sub-Zero
Gotcha.
is the name of it.
And give me an equivalent here.
I mean,
Like,
I
are
don't.
you stopping around with a shotgun or a grenade launcher here?
Oh, it's more like
It's
Plasma
not
rifle?
not a Gatling gun, but it'd be like it's a heavy weapon, so like
Oh,
yeah.
and it shoots like frost
Alright.
bolts essentially.
fair enough. Jesus Christ.
Why the hell haven't you been using this?
I don't know. I punched most things we've been fighting. I've been able to be next to them, so I punch them. Also, I don't have the best aim.
Not to mention, why waste the bullets? I haven't needed to yet.
I'm gonna look at you guys. Look back at Neil. He should have used the bullet.
Well, you didn't get a chance.
All right,
going,
let's
buddy.
get heading now.
Okay, so as you guys go, can go ahead and give me another survival check, and then one person give me a survival check as you're the navigator, and everyone give me stealth checks
All right.
Oh,
to see how stealthy you move through the jungle.
All right. My
And
survival.
whoever is carrying Neil is going to have a -3 on that.
Oy vey. So survival, we're looking at 17.
Okay.
14.
I'm carrying Neil, I assume.
Oh, mhm.
All right, so that's a 14 minus 5 for a 9.
9.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Well, I have a
And
minus 2,
What
so.
were your stealth checks down here? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'll post it in the thing if you
Garrett,
want.
what was your stealth check?
We posted in the chat.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I got a 9.
Guys, really?
I have a
Oh
minus
wait, you
5.
said
I don't know.
stealth?
I don't know what you want from me. Yeah,
Yeah, everyone needs a stealth. Yep.
I'm carrying
Okay,
a motherfucker.
Oh wow. Okay. So
I'm just off to the side.
as you guys move through, you're doing a decent job of making sure you're not leaving too many tracks, paying close attention on where you step when, trying to avoid the crunchiest leaves as much as you hate to do so. These sounds of the jungle once again like enclose around you. The dripping of water from the canopy falling onto the leaves of the undergrowth. Little monkey-like creatures that swing from like tail-like arms. So they have whip-like arms swinging from trees and vines above, howling. More of those gar geese things honking as they fly amongst them. One snatches one of the little whip arm monkeys right above you all before it flies back into the canopy. Large ants and spiders crawling about the scattering of leaves. And up ahead, you eventually hear the sound of a and other bits. It is dusk at this time, and what you can see is nestled amongst the trees and ferns and vines and large pitcher plants is about a dozen or so skeletal shipping containers, essentially like open on both ends, whatever. And in the middle, there is a very nice, uncorroded, like the surroundings, triangular prism of a beacon, with a little radar on top. Walking around it are 4 little skeletal mechs that look like they are designed for shipping, like loading and unloading these shipping containers. And each one strapped the decaying carcasses of like a Yosoki pilot, little mouse folk. Jaws hanging limp, flies buzzing about them, mixing in with the whirring of their machines. The automation of the machines kicking in due to whatever malfunction. Come across the challenge area. There are about 4 of them.
Before we're how far away are we?
You are nestled about 20 feet from them in the undergrowth. There's no way that they can notice you from where you are.
I'm gonna go ahead and I have my 50-foot of cable. I'm gonna go ahead and go throw it. I'm gonna do my best to kind of use it to get up into one of the branches just to get some height on him.
Gotcha.
Is Neil still unconscious?
Neil is still unconscious. He has been unconscious this whole time. He's been slumped over your shoulders.
I'm gonna quick check on Neil.
Mm-hmm.
He's
still
alive.
breathing.
Pull out my gun.
He's still breathing,
kind of-
but it is shallow, and he's drooling a lot over. Over Craig's back, giving Craig a little mixed smell of mud, blood, sweat, and vomit. Kind of like festers around you.
I'm gonna pull out my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Craig,
Yeah.
you either gotta find a place to put that kid down, that'll be safe, or you gotta figure out something to do with him, because I don't think me and Lieutenant over here can handle these four by ourselves.
Well, here's what I was thinking, right? And I'm gonna look around. Are there any dense bushes?
Everywhere.
All right.
Everywhere.
I'm going to go over to a bush, and I'm going to gently lay him within it. I'll kind of like stroke the side of his cheek and say, "It's all right there, Neil. We're gonna get you through this. We're just gonna quick earn some money, and then we're gonna go eat that goose dinosaur rhino thing that Zach shot. So just hang in there, bud." And I kind of pat, and then I walk back over. All right.
I'm gonna walk over to Neil, quick take out my hand axe, and set it in his still there hand,
Yeah.
just in case something happens. That way he has a way to defend himself.
Okay.
So we're gonna just start blasting.
Anyway, we started blasting.
I, for the first time, intend to use this fucking. It doesn't do as much damage as you guys think it does.
Hey, I'll just go ahead and give him down like a whisper, all right, on my mark. We all
Do
ready?
you also want to get in the tree? I'd say, looking at you, Zach.
I'm gonna. You're lucky I got 4 arms. I can use 2 of them to climb. Let's do this.
Well, I'm gonna stay down here.
Okay.
All right. We all ready then?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. So are they? You said they're circling around it.
Yeah, they're kind of just walking back and forth between them. Like, sometimes they, like, stop, turn, act like they're picking something up and moving it to put something down. They're just kind of, like, mindlessly aiming, like, wandering at the moment.
All right. I'll go ahead and take a shot at the one that would be farthest on the left.
Okay, gotcha. As you take a shot, and remember, guys, once again, we are tracking ammo.
Yep. I got it right here.
Okay, go ahead and make that shot, and it's a kinetic weapon, right? Is that a natural?
That's
20?
a natural 20.
Okay, so
That is the biggest
what kind
fucking
of
hype
wep-
of the
What
day,
kind of
man.
weapon is it again? I forget.
This is my sniper rifle. Let me
Okay.
remember. It
So
has...
roll your damage and double it. That's crit, and then
Yeah.
if it has a critical tag, it will do other stuff.
It does not, which is big
Okay.
sad right now.
Mhm.
So I need a d6. And you said we roll it and then double it?
Mm-hmm.
That's max, so that's 12 points of
12
damage.
Okay. So, as you shoot the one farthest on the left, it connects with a loud pshing as it rips through the metal and electronic cabling. And then it turns, and all like the little lights that are above the corpse's heads that would have acted like flashlights when they were alive turn red and like, and they start scanning the surroundings with that one like looking in the direction that the bullet came from.
Fair enough.
Okay. You each also get one other action before you roll initiative, okay?
Alright. I am going to shoot directly at the one. So the one that he just shot is still alive.
Yes. Mhm.
I'm going to attempt to shoot at it, making
Okay.
sure not to shoot at the head because I want to check for picks.
Okay.
Give me a second. Pull my range attack, so we'll look for 12. Not good enough, probably.
For 12, no, that is not good enough. So you fire, and the bullet ricochets slightly off a thick, barky vine, causing its trajectory to alter just enough to miss and scatter amongst the shipping crates. What about Craig?
Sorry, I'm reading some of the stuff about this gun. Range attack, automatic mode, wonderful. Roll one attack against each creature in the cone. But it would use up my entire thing. So I think I'm just going to, how far away are they from us?
About 20 feet.
Oh. And there's how many again?
4.
Or how many could I get in a 30-foot cone?
All of them.
Ammo be damned as I use my full attack action with the automatic feature of this gun to make an attack at every single one of them.
Dear lord, I love that gun. I love this shit, man.
Do you
Alrighty.
remember how a full attack works?
Yes, I subtract 4, I believe.
So, I forget how automatic works.
Automatic, basically, I just read it. It uses up the remaining charges of your magazine, but you make an attack at every creature within a cone that is half the distance. My range is 60 feet, so therefore a 30-foot cone.
And so
And there's
you
4 of
can
them.
do that up to the number of rounds you essentially fire, right? So if you had 30 rounds in your gun and you fired all of them, you could hit up to 30 people.
Yes, but you can only hit each person
person
once,
once,
so you
yeah.
can't stack it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was debating doing it, because it's going to use up my magazine, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Alright, first attack is going to be... It's roll 20.
Oh, shit. Okay. And you roll damage once, don't you, on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So one of them will have it doubled.
Alright, so the damage dice I roll is a d8, which is a 5. So that's
so we'll take
10
10
on
damage.
1.
Okay.
Alright, the second one is a... That one's probably going to miss. That is a not natural, but a total of 1
Okay.
because of the -4. The next attack is 15.
That'll hit.
Alright, and the last one is a... that'd be a 13.
That'll miss.
Damn. Alright.
So as you spin up your hail cannon, you just fire off how many shots is it?
It would. I mean, it looks like just a spray of bullets, so technically it would be 10 shots.
You as you pull it up, you flip like a switch on the handle, and instead of shooting the one powerful burst, it goes and sends a stream of hail like ice javelins ripping through the trees. Several of them scatter amongst the branches, foliage, the ricocheting and breaking on impact of the metal containers. But two of them, or several of them, rip through the one that was shot by the Lieutenant Davis and another one. The one that hits Lieutenant Davis rips it at where the knee joint is, and the other one gets the other one that you hit gets pelted by 3 of these that puncture massive holes right in the chassis, and both of them topple over with whirring sounds, and then they both release a large electrical discharge as the malfunctioning equipment destructs.
So you got
We
the
did
one
that
I
from a
got.
distance.
So you got the one I started off on, and then you got a second one, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking hype.
Yeah, and that does. Can you roll me 2d6 as well, by the way?
Sure. It's gonna be A total or separate?
Total.
9.
9 plus.
Wait, no, not 9. Oh yeah, no, 9. Sorry, I did math wrong.
So
5 plus 4.
13. Okay. And and those electrical explosions catch the other ones in that blast too.
Yo, I'm glad I did the full send.
Good fucking call, dude.
Yeah. Okay. The other two start making their way towards you. Can I have everyone roll initiative for me now?
I gotta
Alright.
remember.
Oh
that
shit, we
shit
never
works
even
for
rolled
sure.
initiative.
Nope.
Yeah, that was just our first round. We're starting off this fight.
You want us to post it in the chat, right?
Yes, please. Yes, please. And so Luke. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Put get a label with it or something too.
My
That would help.
god, dude, this dice is not rolling low
Ha!
today, and I'm kind of hype on that. Where is initiative? Is that just Dex?
Yeah, it'll be a spear dex.
Cool.
Unless you have features that increase it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I do.
But it's in the top right of the character sheet.
23. Okay, so we got Davis, and then we got all the three. Yeah, both the zombies, and then you two.
God damn.
I'm sorry, I have no bonus to dex.
Nah, you're all good. You're all good.
I had a -3 to all my shots.
So, as they walk forward, their mechanical left arms lock on to where you were at up in the trees, Craig, and they both unleash two static bolts from a coupler that's built into the exoskeleton.
Yo.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this combat at this point?
Yes.
They beat a 23.
Oh, sorry. No, you would go first. My bad. My bad. I got ahead of myself.
All of us having
mean,
a heart attack
They
because
could have if they rolled better.
It's from the years of smoking.
They both rolled nat 20s.
As they both kind of turn to us, he'll just another day on the job. Give it a quick click back. Going for another shot.
Okay. Are you attacking the one on the left or the right?
I'll attack the one on the left.
Okay. It is hard to kind of gauge which one is closer to falling over just because they're both
Yeah, it's somewhat damaged.
malfunctioned and old.
Yeah, that'll be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Ape. Only 1 point of damage, though, unfortunately, is just
Gotcha.
kind of glances off the bullshittery of that is mechanicals.
Yes. With that, the first one sends 2 electric coupling charges at Craig.
All right.
It rolled a 23 and a 23.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So you get hit and you fall from the branches as the shocks cause you to
I was actually on the ground.
Oh, okay, I thought you said you were in the tree. My bad.
No, it's good.
You take a combined of 16 electric damage.
Yo! Oh, fuck!
The
Well, shit.
second one unleashes 2 of them. It turns towards the sniper and shoots one, and then one at you, Zach. So let me see. This is a full attack, yes. For 16 against Davis.
That'll, I believe that'll hit? Because this is
It's
energy class.
Yep. And
Yep.
23 versus you. It does 9 damage to Davis and 5 to Zach. Electrical damage.
Ow, ow, ow.
mother. I'm gonna hold the
And there's
peg for
just-
just a second. Asshole.
And there's just a little defend pilot.
Are you still up, by the way, Luke?
Yeah, I'm still up.
Okay. It is now Craig.
All right. Is it a standard action to switch weapons, or?
No, it's a swift action, I think.
All right. In that case, I will use my swift action to switch to my gauntlets. I just kind of sling the gun back over my back. The magazine's empty, and I just I'm going do a flying punch jump to the center mass of one of them.
Okay.
That's gonna be a natural 20! Oh my god, these dice might be weighted. Holy shit. Where's my
Are you
D4?
attacking the one on the
Hummingbird.
left or the right?
I'll do the one on the left.
Okay. Gotcha. Roll your damage.
It's gonna be total of 9.
Okay, so as you punch it, it's like air, and there's a little like zapping sound, and as it falls, it goes.
I did it!
And you can make a reflex save right now to reduce this by half.
Okay, come on, baby.
It's a
That's
DC
a 12?
You succeed. You only take 4 electric damage. And
Yikes.
the other thing will take the full 8.
There's no way to get stabbed in the back mid-combat, is
Not
there?
without a stim pack.
Gotcha.
Which is $200.
I will use any movement I have left to back away from the remaining one.
Okay.
Try to get out of range of an explosion.
As you do, it is now our Mystic's turn. Zach, you're up.
I'm literally just gonna be like, this fucking gun, and just gonna try and shoot it one more time.
Okay.
And that is a... What do I get? Fuck this gun.
Bad. Okay, got it.
8.
8 will miss. And as you fire and miss again, your bullet screaming through the vines as it tears them apart. We go back to Davis.
Seeing that he's backing up and there's only the one left, he's going to go ahead, throw the sniper back just so it clicks, pull out his other gun, and then go ahead and spin it, make sure we're all good, and then take 2 shots for a full attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Or what is it? It's not full attack, is it?
It's called full attack if you want to shoot
Full attack.
twice.
Yep, but it's with minus
each
4.
shot takes a -4.
That is correct. Let's see him. Does
Is
a
this-
13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit.
Height. And that's going to be a D. Hold on. Let me check and see how much damage that does. It is a D4. So that'll do 2 fire damage.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Now that it's turn again, it starts walking towards our Vesk friend Craig.
No.
As it gets up to you, it like swings its torso, and you can hear the crunch of the spine twisting in the chassis. And as it takes a step forward, it swings its body back around, and the mechanical pulls for arms try to slam into you.
I
Oh
might
my-
die here, guys.
That's fine. We'll avenge you.
Where'd it go?
No. Now forget,
Oh,
if you
there it
hit
is.
0, you don't die outright, correct?
No, you do not. It is a 24 to hit with 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
As it slams into him, it hits with like a metallic thud. And Craig, like, eyes kind of roll back, and he just crumples into the ground. And the
Well.
machine, the chassis turns towards you two and starts marching through the underbrush.
Yes.
However, it is Zach's turn.
How high up are we?
How high did you climb?
I wasn't expecting very high, just like
Okay,
maybe 10 feet off the ground.
gotcha.
Quick question, God. How does like being down on the ground work again? I'm just
Hey, it's your turn. It technically would be his turn first for dying. So let me check real
okay.
quick. Starfinder dying rules.
sorry, but
Injury
I
and
just
death.
had no idea.
No, you're good. Points measured. Blah 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 blah. Taking damage effects. Massive damage. You are dying. You immediately fall unconscious, can take no actions. While dying, you lose 1 resolve point each round at the end of your turn. If your hit points reach 0 during your turn, such from an attack of opportunity, you do not lose resolve points until your next turn. This continues until you either die or stabilize. Okay, stabilizing. You can use resolve points on your turn to stabilize. If you are dying, you have enough, you can spend a number of resolve points equal to 1/4 of your maximum, minimum of 1, maximum of 3 on your turn to immediately stabilize. That means you're no longer dying.
I mean, I guess I'll do that.
Yeah. So it's 1/4 of your max resolve points.
Resolved. So
Total.
I have 5 resolves, so would that
So
be
it'd
1?
One.
Alright, cool.
On your next turn, you can spend another 1 to get back up with 1 HP.
Gotcha. Alright, cool.
Okay. Okay, so, Zach, it's you.
Gonna go for one more shot. At this point, Zach looks defeated as shit. He's just like, I can't hit shit today. Oh, thank God. That's an 18.
That will hit.
Heyo.
That will hit.
For 2 damage.
For 2 damage, got it. As it pings against the exoskeleton, it continues to walk forward towards you guys. Davis, you're up.
God damn it. Firing twice more.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. There we go. That's a 19 total.
Okay, that'll hit.
And a 15 total.
That will miss.
1 point of fire damage with my pistol.
Got it. Okay. It leaves a scorch mark across, right next to the camera lens or the flashlight lens, whatever it is. Then it looks like it aims the thing, and it's going to shoot once, and it's going to shoot at. Let me see. Zach. 26 for 7 electric damage. Challenge areas aren't made to be easy.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
no.
We got the other ones really easy. This one was the hard one.
How you doing, Zach?
Okay.
Well, I'm still alive. I'm still up. I'm just. You say electric?
Yes.
Hey, woogie.
Craig.
God
It is
damn
your
it!
turn.
So how many resolve points do we get back on a rest?
You get all of them back on a rest, actually.
Back up, bitch!
As you cough and spit mud everywhere, it's like your mouth is open. You stand back up wobbly with one, just barely hanging on. It's your turn.
So I'm still on the ground.
Yeah.
How far away is he from me?
He's about 10 feet from you right now.
Alright, in that case, while on the ground, I use my move action not to stand up, but to reload my gun. Just and then I just kind of roll over onto my stomach, and I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Go ahead and roll. And this is an energy type, right? Because it's cold damage.
It is, yes.
So that's good. That's good.
Alright, it's a 16.
16. Okay. Oh, shit. Gavin, your pistol is a fire pistol. It's not kinetic, is it?
Yeah, that is correct, yeah.
You get to roll your roll damage once again for your pistol, because 15 does hit for energy. What was your damage or attack there, Luke? I'm sorry.
16 was
16
my
will
to
hit.
hit. Yeah.
That will hit, so I get damage for both of you. 4 and...
4 more fire damage.
Okay.
And 5 cold.
So retroactively, he takes 4 fire damage, and as you roll over and charge up your hail cannon, it shoots just one more ice spike, and it pierces through the back of the little mech, and just kind of erupts the head of the zombie, and the thing falls down and goes. You can feel the heat of the electricity as it singes right in front of you, and it falls dead.
Hey,
You guys
Hey,
see the light at the top of the radar antenna of that central white beacon thing, that triangular prism, goes from red to green.
I sort of like you look over and you see Craig kind of like struggling to get to his feet. He's just like, I did it. I killed them all. Technically correct.
Technically
I did
correct,
kill
the
all
best
of them.
kind of correct, though.
I'm gonna look at Lieutenant Davis. You guys go for the main amount of points. I'm gonna check to make sure these buys don't have picks in them that have extra credits that we're not gonna miss out on.
All right.
Gotcha.
I'm going to go ahead and get down from the tree real quick. I'm going to go check on Neil.
Garrett, you can go ahead and roll me 8d4. That is how many credits you get from all of them combined.
Yo.
Nice.
As you check on Neil, he is still laying several yards away where you stashed him. And he's now groaning as he's starting to gain consciousness back, but he's not fully there. You could probably prop him up and, with some help, wake him up enough that you could help him walk, like he could walk with support.
All right.
But yeah.
Hey, Craig.
Yeah.
Neil's getting up. Come on.
You getting up? All right. So to regain stamina with resolve, is it like an hour? Is it immediate?
It's actually a 10-minute break, I guess.
All right.
But yeah.
In that case,
But-
I'll
We'll do
walk
that here
over.
while we-
Yeah.
All right. Come on. And I'll prop Neil up and kind of ask Craig to help me kind of walk with him.
Come on, bud.
And then we'll walk over to the giant prism.
23 credits, not bad.
Is there a reason I have 1,000 credits on my character sheet?
That's how many you should have started with when you're
Before
making your
you-
character to buy all your gear.
I know I had some left over, but I don't know how many. I'm just going to say 0.
Just-
You might have to do
I
that
mean,
retroactively.
Yeah, you could have just gone back and looked at the prices and subtracted them at any time, and that would have been, yeah.
There you go.
So as you guys both go to get Neil, can I have you both give me a perception check?
You got it. 8.
8, okay.
I'm a little dazed.
little days. Perception. We're looking at a 18.
18. Okay, as you're going back, Davis, you hear something like running. It doesn't seem to be running at you, but running towards the place, you know, where the
I'm
beacon
gonna
is.
make freaking lose it.
I'm going to, as I hear that...
You don't
know-
hear it though, Craig. Sorry.
I know, that's why I'm just carrying
Mhm.
Neil like, we
as
did
that
it, buddy.
happens, I'm going to... I know Craig is really strong and is basically already propping Neil up on his own. I pull my arm down. I pull out my sniper rifle,
Mhm.
just whip it up, and from whatever direction it is, I know they're going. As soon as I see whatever is running towards the thing, I'm taking my shot.
Okay. You, as you're like scoping the area, tracking like the sound as best you can with your eyes, you track it all the way, and breaking in to sight from behind a mess of vines is a Sheeran, one of the insect people. And it's like looking around nervously as it looks like it's making a break for the beacon itself.
Yeah,
You can tell that it has like kind of like a visible panic to it. You taking a shot?
Hold on. When you say a visible panic, like it is running from something or
like
to
it's
the...
making like it's running to it,
Yeah, I'm taking
hoping
my shot.
nothing sees it. Okay, you take a shot. Go ahead and roll an attack roll, but you're gonna take that full attack damage. Is it a nat 20?
It is.
Okay. As you do, are you trying to like warn this thing, or are you just trying to like off it?
At this point, it's just put it down.
Okay. As you do, you swing it open. As soon as he's in sight, you launch around, and it just goes through the giant insectoid eye, and his head just go, psh, and he crumples right at the base of the beacon.
Do I see this go down?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to. At that point, I'm sprinting towards the beacon.
Yeah. You do that, and as soon as you take the shot, you start sprinting, and you make it towards the beacon.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, like, he's just laying there instantly dead on the ground. It has a pick kind of at the base of its right eye in the back part of it. And
You go.
yeah.
I'm
Dave,
going.
you go for the main credits. I'll get these, and I'm going to check the credits on the bug while he goes up.
Yep.
Okay. So as you're doing that, Craig, you and Neil lumber into the little I can't think of the word, but the little outcropping of machinery. And you check his pick. Its pick is empty. Just completely empty, and he has no weapons or anything on him either. Like he.
I see what's going on. I see what's going on here, but I don't know that he doesn't have anything on him. So
as you do it, the little hologram of Icarus pops up into your vision. Do you wish to claim the challenge beacon?
Yep.
And there's a little like, pooh, hooray! Beacon number 1-573 has been claimed. Do you wish for the credit payout, or do you wish to spin the prize wheel?
Okay, hold. Because there's a very strong difference between what Thatcher would do and what Gavin wants.
To provide more of an incentive to contestants, of all kinds, we have installed the prize wheel for our first challenge to see its reaction with our contestants.
How much is the prize credits?
Prize credits is a total of 200 credits.
I'm gonna go ahead and quick look down.
Well, wait, sorry, there are 4 things. 800 credits, my bad. 800 credits.
Oh, okay. 800 credits or random chance?
What's the random chance of getting?
I don't know.
So, as it goes through it, the prize wheel says there is a chance that you get nothing.
Ooh.
So it's a gamble. But you can get anywhere from a random piece, a random assortment of items like gear, free of charge from it, like a fabricator,
Right.
just like a kiosk, or it can add a multiplier or additional or just some additional funds to the prize.
Okay. What are the chances that it's nothing?
It's about 30%.
I say go for it.
Greg?
Hey, what? Yeah,
You have a 1 out of 3
Please,
chance to get nothing or something else.
Choose your prize now, or the beacon will be deactivated.
dude, do it.
Spin.
As you do, the little icon switch and a little wheel spins. Roll me a D100.
Oh, no! All right.
If you roll bad, I will kill you, Gavin.
94?
You just needed a 31. You needed a 31 or higher to get something. Okay, so 94. As you go, I need you to roll me a D4.
Okay.
Some power armor, please. Just a little bit of power armor for me.
I rolled a 1.
A 1. Okay, so as the beacon comes out, and do you have a preference on what you would like to receive? You have access to a prize of a random melee weapon, a random long arm weapon, a random set of medical supplies.
So this is for Gavin. Long arms are not sniper rifles, but they're right below it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that would be like, it could be a shotgun, it could be like an assault rifle, anything like that.
Does it include sniper rifles?
No, those are sniper weapons.
Okay. I'm gonna go medical supplies.
Okay. As you do, as it opens up, you get 4 stim packs
Nice.
Yo.
and one basic med kit.
Okay. Perfect. I don't know how stim packs work.
Stim packs, they're a homebrew item. Essentially, instead of they can be used as a swift action to instantly use a resolve point to gain your stamina back.
Ooh.
So they're essentially adrenaline shots.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Very nice. And also
Then the med kit.
yeah.
Let me get to that, and I'll show you what it does. It's going to be... It's not an in-combat item. As much as I originally thought it would be when I first bought this book, because they don't actually have any in-combat medical items in any of the books that I've read, as far as I've found.
Fair enough.
Which I kind of like, actually, to a degree.
Makes things a little grittier.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Computers, get that out of here. I don't want computers. Okay. So, a basic med kit. A basic med kit has antiseptics, bandages, instruments to examine, explore, and treat common ailments. It allows you to attempt a DC 25 medicine check to treat deadly wounds.
Oh.
Deadly wounds being...
If someone has like a wound that will kill them, like a long rest isn't going to fix it.
Oh, gotcha.
Like they are in the process of dying and there's no way to stabilize them. This would give you the chance to stabilize them, essentially.
So this is like a very, very severe backup.
Yes. But I'm pretty sure but medkits, I'm pretty sure, are single-use items.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So we've got a one-time get rid of some deadly... A one-time revive to some degree.
It's still a chance, though. It's like you have to make the medicine check to do it. But
a chance
otherwise, it opens that avenue, essentially.
And
is anyone here good at medicine?
Let me check.
And you also get one med patch. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Those are the smaller... There was something
A med
else,
patch is essentially you slap it on something, and it will try to adapt to help. It gives you a plus 10 circumstance bonus to a medicine check.
Ha! So, and real quick, do you have weights on any of those? Since I know we're dealing
Yes,
with that.
I do. Stim packs are light, so you need 10 of them for 1 pound. Mm-hmm. A med kit is 1, and a med patch is light.
0.1. Mm-hmm. And where is my total that I can carry? What is that number? Oh, there it is. Perfect. I'll go ahead and grab it all, but I will then walk over to the other guys, or kind of slide down, and I will toss one of the stim packs to both Craig and to
As you're doing
Zach?
that, I'm going to ask Zach to give me a medicine check or a perception check on the Sheeran that you killed, since he's the one examining the body.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16. As you look, this Sheeran seemed to have been carrying other wounds, especially around like its leg. It's hard to tell what caused them. It looks like some kind of cut. And then you hear like a large snap of a branch coming from essentially the direction that Sheeran was coming.
I'm going to raise my gun and aim in that direction.
As you raise your gun and aim in that direction, you all will hear this part now. You hear a large snort, and poking, as it pokes its nose out from behind a large tree with a mass of hanging vines, a purple and pink snout with large teeth prods its way through, and as it lifts its nose up, you see a large reptilian head missing one eye.
Oh no!
This shit again.
That is
Well.
where we are going to end it tonight.
We
Oh.
go run again, boys.